Hello everybody. Welcome to your weekly messages for December 20th to the 26th of 2020. We are winding down the year. I'm super excited for this, and I have quite a few oracle decks on the table, so I hope you enjoy. Make sure you take a moment to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And I made some tweaks to the classes page on onyxhealing.com. If you are more than welcome to check that out. Lots of good stuff on the website. And I'm making some tweaks to Instagram. So now you can find me. My content is going to be changing in the coming year. Lots of big stuff happening. So make sure you follow me at Reverend Sydney Finn if you feel so inclined. And make sure you sign up for my newsletter. The link is in the description box. I give you an exclusive reading every Sunday, and they're amazing and wonderful, and I highly recommend it. Okay, let's see what's going on this week, shall we? Enlightenment. Pursue spiritual growth. Spiritual practice is big right now, and it's something where you really want to look at the energetics of situations. You want to look at where are you growing on a soul level? What is your soul guiding you to do? You guys know that I am big on that. So make sure that you're really tuning in with yourself and asking yourself, what is it that you need, want, and desire at this time? And where are you being pushed to evolve? I think that more than anything else this week is going to show you where growth is needed. So you may not see the final product. It's just that you're being, your weak points might be illuminated. The parts of you that are ready to grow and expand are being illuminated this week, and you can see them really clearly, and then call in the resources, teachers, systems, education that you need in order to get to that next level. Okay? Because we all need to help each other. That's essentially what we're here doing. Okay, let's see what else we have going on. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Yeah, so this makes sense. Especially if you're in the middle of making big moves, if you're in the middle of big transitions. I mean, hey, I'm right there with you for everyone who's in the middle of a big transition. You have to take care of your vessel so that you can fully integrate all of the change. It's kind of it is a non-negotiable, right? You can't like sacrifice and downplay the importance of your physical well-being in favor of all the other stuff that you have going on. So just make sure you're paying close attention to that and give yourself whatever it is that you're needing at this time. And this in itself is a skill, right? A lot of the time we kind of enter adulthood not knowing what we need. So if you didn't have that modeled to you, or if you weren't taught that, this in itself is a skill. So don't forget that if you find this confusing. Okay, what else? What else do you need to know? Play. Have fun. Don't, especially for those of you who are like, oh, I'm manifesting this thing, or I'm needing this thing, and I'm trying to get to this next destination. If you do not enjoy the process, it's not going to be nearly as satisfying when you do get there. So don't forget to play, enjoy yourself, have a good time. What if this gets to be fun rather than, miserable? Reinvent how you're thinking about the journey, because there's always going to be a next peak, a next destination, another goal. So have fun while you're doing it. Mobilize, inspire others to action, find the will to get it done. Don't wait for your tribe, create it. I'm going to pull another one of these. Catharsis, feel your feelings before you try to move forward. The solution may be emotional rather than logical. A messy situation may be an important healing in disguise. Okay, this is this is definitely telling me that things are not what they appear. So if you're like on the fence about something, or if you've been like knowing that you need to make a change or do something big, right? If you're in the middle of like a snag or some discomfort, understand that it's really important for you to act from a space of knowing what you need to do for yourself. Okay, you don't need to know the outcome. It's about, what do I need to do in the present moment to either support myself, access greater healing, maybe making a more logistical transition, right? That can be the first piece. And then for a lot of you, it's going to be important for you to integrate the feelings, shift the mind, shift the mental body, work out whatever limitations or self-criticism you have that's flared up, and work through that before moving forward. Okay, so don't take anything this week at face value, is what this is kind of getting to, is like really, really stay open. Right? Stay open to bigger and better. Give to yourself. Okay, let me rephrase this. If you are stressing, fixating, or not trusting a situation this week, wherever you are feeling that glitch in your system, that is the area that you want to recognize it's not as it appears, right? So some of you have situations that are going well, where it's like, oh, things are going smoothly. And you fully trust those. So lean into that. That's totally fine. The area that you're judging, that you're criticizing, that you're wanting to rush and move forward, that you're feeling abandoned by God, okay, that is where you want to tend to your emotions. That's where you want to do some adjusting. You need to move some pieces around with that. And it's not what it seems. There's a deeper thing that's happening underneath that you need to stay open to growing and evolving through. So that's why play and self-care and looking at yourself as being illuminated in the areas of discomfort this week, that's what's going to help you the most. Let's see what the central energy is for the week. Justice. Funny, only because there's another reading that this is related to. But the whole point is that things are balanced and stabilizing even though you can't see. This is neutrality. This is also a reference to you not being able to see around the corner or look beyond the veil. I don't think that you're gonna know until you know. So you have to practice being okay not knowing, right? And not having the answers, and not being able to peek around the corner, and not being able to have all the information. But this week is about trust. Trusting that you're not off your path. Like, I can't stand that terminology. Even if you're in extreme discomfort with the present situation, understand that that's guidance. Pain is guidance. Discomfort is guidance. And so the Justice card is just pointing to things are actually better, more grounded, more stable than you may feel. The feelings can be a hot mess, but the reality that you could be this is reality, and then because you're blind, you're not seeing. That's where all of your wounded projections come from, okay? The anticipation of the worst case, the fantasized tragedies, okay? All of that is what needs to be worked on this week, and you need to kind of have that emotional come down. What's shifting out? Seven of Vessels. This is like you having an overwhelming amount of options or a lack of clarity, okay, about your next steps. This is like scatterbrained to high hell. This is, I don't know what to do next. I don't know where to put my energy. I don't know. And so finally, it seems like that has shifted for you. So there is more focus, more definition, probably more boundaries. And this week is more about not seeing, but trusting that things are more stable than you might be projecting, okay? And then the oncoming energy, the moon. Let me pull another one here because this is... I want a little bit more context on this. Ah, okay. Four of Branches. So this is like happy home, stability. Again, it's the, oh my God, I can't see, I'm blind. And it's almost an extension of this message. See, this reading isn't playing around because it's saying you have the stability, you have the reason to celebrate, you have the goodness is available. You have to be okay not seeing. This is the whole struggle with people in manifestation, okay, and active creation and remembering their own power, is they get upset when they can't see something. And the whole point is it's not faith if you can see it. It's not trust if you have tangible proof right away. Well, then you're not trusting. Faith would be pointless. Active creation would be pointless. If you could see everything before it happened, you wouldn't be a creator. So this week is just not, it's not screwing around. It's saying you don't have permission to see all of the details, but you have to anchor into your own stability and trust the highest and best outcome. The Four of Branches is like the deep sense of comfort and celebration. Okay, this is another reflection of reality. I'm getting that the Four of Branches and the balanced scales. This is like, hey, welcome to reality. This is reality. The moon is a reflection of the mind. The mental body does not like the process of manifestation because it's irrational, it's illogical. It's a feminine practice and it freaks everyone out. Okay, so anyway. Let's move on. Let's see what's happening in your environment this week. Seven of Branches. Okay, so rising above challenge. That's number one. And then what else do we have? Two of Branches. So you have, see the reference to the compass here in the background? That's telling me that you're absolutely moving in the right direction. It's working. This is a big fat yes. And the Seven of Branches is communicating that you're rising above. The hardship is going away. Okay, so your head is above water. But if you're in an emotional addiction, so think about, are you addicted to complaining, finding problems, not being open to feeling better? If you're in a cycle like that, then you have the free will to stay there as long as you want, right? You have the option to like not heal. For example, you cannot heal if you want, but it's a lie that it's not available to you. Okay, so the Seven of Branches is like head above water, rising above a challenge or an uncomfortable situation. And the Two of Branches is your vision, right? Your desire, your roadmap, your North Star. What is the North Star for you? I know what mine is. Drop it in the comment. What are you aiming at? And knowing that the important part isn't the North Star itself, it's the pull. It's what are you magnetically being drawn to desire. Claiming that, knowing that the desire is yours for a reason, it's your North Star for a reason, and simply pursuing that is the important piece. And then, let's see what else is coming up. Maiden of Stones, stability is number one. And then we have Nine of Branches. A lot of fire. A lot of fire coming up. You're moving faster than you realize, which is why stability and not seeing is a big theme that is coming up. It's saying things are anchoring down. They are stabilizing. They are doing all of those things. You have to feel it first. And don't try to put the cart before the horse. Make sure that you're staying practical with recognizing that there might be a method to the madness on a divine level. The Nine of Branches, sometimes I get a lot of impatience coming off of this card. Like, I want it all right now. It's like, okay, but as I say, you have to let the cake bake. You don't want raw batter in the middle of a beautiful cake that you're baking. You just don't. So sometimes there is a method to the madness. There's an order of operations. There's pieces that have to click into place. And so when you start putting the cart before the horse, wanting things sooner than they appear or than you're ready for and that you can fully hold, you could receive something that your system isn't ready for, right? And you don't want that. So the practice is stabilizing yourself, aligning yourself, and things come together when you are aligned. That is the piece that's most important. Alignment is the magic. That is your magic. So that's what the Maiden of Stones is showing you, is that you want to ground into your own alignment. Trust that you being in the energy and the frequency of the thing happening will be what makes it go fast. It's not rushing, hurrying, and forcing. Those things will make you trip over yourself. Alignment will make it happen immediately. You know, on an energetic level, right? Okay, now let's do a 3-card pick. Okay, if you need more time to tune into your question or pick a card, feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, card number 1, you have the Star. The thing is, the Star is like a beautiful, wonderful, divine card, right? This is a big fat yes. People's problem with the card is blindness. It's not being able to see all of the details, being obsessed with the how, getting in the way, putting a bunch of conditions on how things are supposed to go. It's like you have to get out of the way. Get out of the way. Stop acting like you know how the universe is planning things for you. Because it's like once you ask for something, you invite something into your space, there are things that at a human level we don't have permission to understand or see. And so your job is to be okay with that. Be okay with the arrangements being made. Knowing all of the details will not make you feel better. It just won't. It just won't. Relaxing will make you feel better. Trusting will make you feel better. Obsessing about details will not. So chill out. It's like everything's fine. You need to calm down. That's the energy of this card. So take that for what it's worth. Card number 2. Ace of Wands. Personal power. I'm getting that you want to be a little bit more intentional with your energy in this situation. How can you show up fully embodied in the desire? This is one of those cards where it's like we're not talking about force. We're not talking about practicality. Again, this is about energetic flow. If you've been in like too much, I would call it like distorted surrender. So distorted surrender is like, I'm not going to do anything. Whatever happens, happens. If that's not really in alignment with what you want, if you're not aiming at anything, right? If you totally abandon this, then you're not claiming what you want. You're just saying, okay, whatever. And that also won't work. So the Ace of Wands is just highlighting that it is okay for you to focus on your energetic flow. Like, be more intentional with where you're putting your energy, where you're putting your thoughts, your words, your actions. If you focus in on that, it will have a big impact. And then card number 3, we have the Hermit. Being the source of your own light. Go into meditation, get clear, or do some internal work. That's what needs to happen right now. And I'm also getting that you have helpers at this time, because you see these little creatures over here. Okay, they're helping you out. So you might be getting extra guidance right now, but it's not necessarily coming from people. It's like you are the source. Getting into you being the source of all things. And oh, interesting. Interesting. I just saw something else. Okay. Do you see here how there's this stopwatch, or there's this pocket watch rather, that's down here? This is telling me timing. It's not time. Okay, time and timing are totally different. Time is a projected human measurement of time, what we experience on Earth as time. Timing is the alignment of events, people, frequencies, and the best case to fulfill the thing, whatever the desire is. This is putting an emphasis on timing rather than time. Time is just our human measurement of hindsight. Timing is where everything clicks into place. So know that it's not about will you or won't you, is or is not. It's about alignment and timing. And if you can ground yourself in trusting timing, because timing is not waiting. I want to be really, really clear about that. It's not, you have to wait this amount of time, this duration. No, that is not how timing works. So you just want to remind yourself that everything that you're doing is active. The internal work is active, and it's going to be really wise for you to focus on the activities that you're doing internally for yourself to come into deeper peace, alignment, and the frequency that you want to embody. That is what takes precedent this week. All right, everybody, that's all that I have. This was a no-nonsense reading. This was an intense one this week. So, everyone, this is about holding conviction around the desire. And when things are appearing in a way that is quote-unquote undesirable, it's important for you to know that there is greater technology at work that is supporting you. So, don't believe the stories that your ego has to say, or a fixation on a particular thing, when that thing that you're fixated on might not be what you've actually asked for. So carry that with you. That's all. Sign up for my newsletter. Go check out onyxhealing.com. I updated the class section. And I hope you have a beautiful week, a beautiful holiday. I will see you next time and talk to you later. Bye-bye.